A Life Plan for Effective Human Relation, presented by yours truly, Justina B. Asenjo. In this chapter, we'll help you construct a life plan that will enhance your relationships with people in your personal life and in your work life. This plan will also help you to better manage the relationship you have with yourself. We discuss the meaning of success and suggest ways to cope with major disappointments. You will learn how to avoid being trapped by a lifestyle that offers financial rewards but little ease. This chapter also helps you define your relationship with money and describes 4 non-financial resources that give meaning to life. Finally, you will learn how to develop the mental and physical fitness needed to keep up in today's frantic, fast-paced world. It is important to visualize a future filled with sharp detours and several redefinitions of our work lives. How will you define success? Most of us have been conditioned to define success in narrow terms. Too frequently we judge our own success and the success of others by what is accomplished at work. What is your own definition of successful people? So basically, they are having good job, making good money, or having reached the top in their field, like becoming the supervisor, for example, or the superintendent, for example, or becoming the principal, for example. Now, do you consider yourself successful? Again, do you consider yourself successful? From early childhood on, many people are taught to equate success with pay increases, promotions, combinations of achievements, achieving right livelihood, or having found their calling. Just this year, a growing number of people are angry, disillusioned, and frustrated because they have had to abruptly change their career plans. They gave their best efforts, worked long hours, and then the company eliminated their jobs. Young workers face the prospect of being unemployed or underemployed. Older workers nearing retirement have seen the value of their money decreases by as much as 50%. Many, many of them postpone their retirement. We have one-dimensional model of success. So this is the success and everything with meaning was or is traditionally connected to the job. So this model basically emphasized working long hours, reaching work-related goals, and meeting standards often set by others. Everything that has meaning seems to be connected to the job. That is one-dimensional model. And we have the total person model. This is the success derived from a healthy balance of satisfying personal and work-related needs. Do you believe that DepEd has this total person model? Loss of leisure time is working long hours and spending less time on vacation than do workers in most of other industrialized countries. The goal of this chapter is to help you develop a life plan for effective relationships with yourself and others. The information presented thus far has, we hope, stimulated your thinking about the need for a life plan. Based on the information that we have just presented a while ago, have you find yourself the need to develop a life plan? We have noted that personal life can seldom be separated from work life. We have also suggested that it is important for us to develop our own definition of success. While working on developing our life plan, we have to keep this in mind. The following advice from Jack Canfield, author of the Success Principles. If you want to be successful, you have to take 100% responsibility for everything that you experience in your life. This includes the level of your achievements, the results you produce, the quality of your relationships, the state of your health and physical fitness, your income, your debts, your feelings, your everything. Because work is such an important part of life, we will now move to a discussion of items that will help us in our career planning. We will discuss the concept of right livelihood. Right livelihood is work consciously chosen, done with full awareness and care, and leading to enlightenment. It means that you wake up in the morning and spend all day working at something you really want to do. It has these three characteristics. So it's a choice, it has emphasis on more than money and personal growth. So when the powerful quality of conscious choice is present in our work, we can be enormously productive. It takes courage to act on what we value and to willingly accept the consequence of our choices. To make the best choices, you must first figure out what you like to do, as well as what you are good at doing, your strengths. It may take some real effort to discover what really motivates you. If you are employed, consider joining a temporary project team, or you might also consider reassignment within your organization. For example, if you are assigned right now at Saksak Elementary School, you may consider reassignment at Dalagete Central Elementary School or at Kaliwan Elementary School, whatever you want to. People who embrace right livelihood accept that money and security are not the primary rewards in life. For example, people who work in the social services usually do not earn large amounts of money, but many of them receive a great deal of personal satisfaction from their work. You may need to trade some income for self-expression, mental rewards, or some other form of personal satisfaction. Many people who once viewed success in terms of wealth, material possessions, and status are realizing that something is missing from their lives. They do not feel successful. They once felt pressured to have it all but now feel disappointed that their achievements have not brought them real happiness. When a job fails to fulfill your expectations, consider changing jobs, changing assignments, or changing careers. If the job is not right for you, your body and your mind will begin sending you messages. When you begin feeling that something is lacking, try to answer these basic questions. What is making me feel this way? What exactly about my current position is unpleasant? Choosing a satisfying career and lifestyle requires understanding what contributes to your job satisfaction. Self-exploration and continual evaluation of your needs, goals, and job satisfaction are important. Don't wait for a crisis or layoff to clear your vision. How is your relationship with money? Money is a compelling force in the lives of most people. Sometimes we struggle to achieve a certain economic goal, only to discover that once we got what we wanted, it did not fulfill us in the way we had hoped. Money does not create or sustain happiness. So asa man jud ay ta makita og real happiness. Happiness comes from social relationships, enjoyable work, fulfillment, a sense that life has meaning, and membership in civic and other groups. Many people struggle with money management decisions and seem unable to plan for the future. Many people are ill prepared to cope with the financial drain that comes with the loss of one's job or a serious health problem that is not covered by medical insurance. For example, just like what happened this year, suddenly a lot of company closes because of pandemic. A lot of people uh, get sick. So, are you prepared for that? We are a nation of hyperconsumers. We see hyperconsumers living way beyond our means and seemingly helpless to save ourselves. The way we choose to earn, save, and spend our money determines in large measure the quality of our lives. Kung kugihan kay kamo trabaho, sige kag pangitag kwarta, I mean business, part-time jobs, a part-time business, having that full-time job, and mupalit lang pud ka og ginamos or lugaw-lugaw lang ka, daghan kag ma-save, no? So what happened to your life or quality of living? Of course, abundant. Many people do not have a mature relationship with money. They spend everything they earn and more, and then they have bouts of financial anxiety. People who are deep in debt often experience symptoms of depressions. Money issues continue to be the number one cause of divorce in other countries. I remember years ago when I was still working as a college instructor in the city, I asked one of my colleagues, unsay ay rason nga mag-away mo sa imuhang asawa? He answered, it's letter B. Unsay B? It's budget di ay. They are going to uh, mag-away sila when it comes to money. So here are some important suggestions from Jonathan Clements, who is an expert on financial planning. First is develop a personal financial plan. So what you're going to do is you're going to keep a simple record of your ins and outs. What do you mean by ins and outs? What will be or how much do you earn? Then how much do you spend? Then how much is left for savings? So I have it in my bag every day. I keep it. I tally everything from the food, transportation, and other things. From my husband's expenses to our household expenses and to my personal expenses. I really tally everything in that small notebook I have. Second is spend less than what you earned. So yeah, that's what the common sense. So if you earn like in a month 25,000, you're going to spend just 10,000, the remaining 15,000, save it. Then next is get off the hedonic treadmill. What is that? Hedonic treadmill. So that is um, striving to raise the standard of living by purchasing a better car, a bigger house. So I have noticed this in some of my colleagues. They really do uh, purchase, have their loan at City Savings, then make their house big one or paint it. So let's continue this discussion in my next. So I'll have a part two of this.